Welcome student to Standard 6 Science Digital class. Let's continue lesson number 13, Sound. Let's take a quick recap. In previous video, we have learned examples of various sounds. Types of sounds. Some sounds are loud while some sounds are soft. Some sounds are pleasant whereas some are unpleasant. How are sound produced? How sound is heard? Acoustics, the science of sound and resonance. That also we have learned in previous video. So let us learn new concept in this video. Let us learn about propagation of sound. Sound waves spread in all directions from a source of sound. This is called as propagation of sound. Let us try this experiment. Take a balloon filled with air and other balloon filled with water. Now, first press the balloon filled with air against your ear as shown here. Rub a finger on a balloon and listen to the sound. Repeat same activity with the balloon filled with water. What do you observe? Through which balloon do we hear a clear sound? Yes, we observe that we hear a clear sound through the balloon filled with water. You can do this experiment at your home. Let us try one more experiment. Now we have to find out, can sound travel through the solid? Now this is a table. Stand at the end of big table and make a friend stand at the other end. Ask the friend to knock lightly on the table. You will hear a faint sound. Now you press your ear to the table and ask the friend to repeat the knock. What difference do you notice? First time when your friend knocks lightly, sound passes through air and reaches to your ear. Second time, when you press your ear to the table, sound propagates through table, means through solid, and reaches to your ear. We observe that sound is propagated more clearly through the table than through air, because sound travels faster through solid than through air. So let us try this experiment. Now we will learn about the mediums of propagation of sound. The substance around a source of sound through which sound waves spread is called the medium of propagation of sound. Sound propagates through air, water, or solid. Now let us learn in detail about these three mediums. Let us learn about different mediums. Sound requires a medium for its propagation. Sound propagates through air, water, and solid. The speed of the sound wave depends on the medium. Sound propagates slowest in the air. It propagates faster in liquids and fastest in solid. Hence, we hear clear sound and loud sound through solid than through air. Use your brain power. If a bell is hung in a vacuum container, will its sound be heard outside? Observe this picture. This is vacuum container. A bell is hung in this vacuum container. Vacuum means what? Vacuum means an empty space from where air is partially removed. There is no air or any other medium in vacuum. Therefore, sound does not propagate through it. Hence, sound of a bell hung in a vacuum container will not be heard outside. Observe this picture and tell me which of these sound is pleasant. Yes, the sound produced by the girl while singing a pleasant sound amongst all these sounds. Which sounds are nuisance to people? In this picture, the shouting boy and a boy pulling a tin on the ground produce loud sound. Hence, these sounds are nuisance to people. Observe this picture. It shows a noisy scene. The situations shown in the picture are often seen around us. Some of the sounds are pleasant while others are harsh. Very loud or continuous noise has adverse effect on the people of that locality. Make a list of all the sounds implied in the picture. After observing this picture, we will come to know that here two ladies are talking to each other in loud voice. Dog is barking. Man speaking on mobile phone. Then baby is crying. This boy is playing. The girl is playing on the drum. Old lady is watching TV. Now tell me, how would this atmosphere affect a person who is not feeling well? There are many sounds produced at the same time. In such atmosphere, a person does not feel peaceful. So, this atmosphere would have a bad effect on a person who is not feeling well. Would you be able to study in this condition? No. In this picture, there is lot of noise. In such condition, we cannot concentrate on a study. Now let's learn about measures for preventing noise pollution. As far as possible, we should avoid blowing the horn. The volume of the TV or radio in the house should be restricted to those watching the programs. Vehicles should be maintained properly to reduce the unnecessary sounds they produce. Factories, airports, railway station and bus stand should be located at the proper distance away from residential areas. So these are the measures for preventing noise pollution. So in this way we can stop noise pollution. Believe it or not. Do you know birds like the robin and the woodcock can recognize the sound of earthworm in the soil and find their prey. This is because their hearing organs are very sensitive. Now this is grasshopper. Some species of grasshopper produce a sound by rubbing their legs together while flying in the air. The flapping of the wings of the bee or the mosquito produces a humming sound. Have you heard such sound? If no, let's observe your surrounding. You will come to know. Always remember, some of the sounds that we enjoy can be a nuisance for others. So while making noise, remember these things. We should not disturb other people by creating sound or noise. What we have learned in this lesson: vibrations are required for the production of sound. A medium is required for the propagation of sound. Sound is propagated through gaseous, liquid, and solid mediums. Noise is disagreeable, irregular, and loud. Noise pollution occurs due to continuous noise. Noise pollution has adverse effect on our health. Heavy traffic and industrial areas cause the maximum noise pollution. Noise pollution is a social problem. It is necessary that everybody takes measures to prevent noise pollution. Blowing the horns of vehicles is prohibited near places like school and hospitals. These rules should always be followed. Prohibited means they are banned. So here we have completed lesson number 13, sound. Hope you understood this lesson. Read the lesson thoroughly and mark the important points. Thank you.